What is up? How is everybody doing? We're here. We're back. It's the Lions Grid. I am your host, Kevin Marheine, and it has been a long couple of months since we've seen each other. But we're here. We're back at it and looking new on YouTube. So, obviously, if this is your first time coming across this particular production, you might be saying, what in the internet am I looking at? This is a sort of a fan live stream, talk show, whatever you want to call it, taking a look at the Detroit Lions. Started the show 2 years ago with a friend from high school, Joe Wilmot, who Joe is, of course, not only the co-founder of the Lions Grid, but he should be joining me here for many of the episodes that we'll be having in Season 3. So looking forward to having Joe on the program moving forward. But what it is just that we talk about the Lions, we give you our input. It's we're just amateurs, so please be kind, but hopefully there you'll find some things interesting, maybe some viewpoints that you might not hear from the big networks, ESPN, all that good stuff. But yeah, hopefully there's something you can enjoy here with the show, and of course feel free to leave any feedback in the comment section. Always looking to improve. So, without further ado, we'll kick off this episode, and this episode is going to be rather short, hopefully, and be primarily taking care of a lot of housekeeping things. As I mentioned, we primarily have used Facebook and Facebook Live as the vehicle for the show in the previous seasons. And we're switching that up, and we're going with YouTube. The plus is not only can we do live streaming on YouTube, but also once the videos have actually been produced, it's just easier to access videos, and I think YouTube is a better platform for that. So, for people who are fans. So if you want to check things out, if you can't make the live stream and you want to see what was going on, you of course can go back and look at the library of videos that'll be much easier to access and preserved on YouTube moving forward. We're hoping it's going to create not only a better experience for you, the user, but be a little more, a little easier for us to manage and grow the channel here moving forward. So, of course, one of the challenges with switching over to a new platform is that some of the traction we had built up on Facebook, we're sort of starting back at square one. So we're going to look to continue to build the viewership here on YouTube. One of the things, if you're not familiar with the platform, in order to get qualified for a custom URL, you have to have 100 subscribers. So that's going to be our first goal. If we can achieve that this season, that'll be great. But this is our first foray onto YouTube, so it's hard to say how successful we're going to be. We don't have delusions of grandeur. We're going to take it one step at a time, try and put out a product that is entertaining, and hopefully that'll help us get some subscribers. But, at the end of the day, this is really about just talking about a love of football, an interest in the Detroit Lions in particular. And also, it's also fun to produce these things. If you haven't ever tried and you're interested, I highly recommend dabbling in creating some sort of content like this. It is enjoyable to get into the production side of it as well. So, really, that's where we are. With the change of the platform, we're also going to be changing up the programming itself. The videos on Facebook, the live streams, it used to be, they could be over an hour. And that's really hard for people to tune in. You can't really expect people to spend a whole hour with you every Sunday and check out your video that whole time. And it also makes it hard for people to listen into the specific things they're interested in, because we used to go over every game that was going on each week. And there wasn't a good way on Facebook's platform to segment that, to make it so people could hop from here or there. And of course, YouTube has the time links and things like that, which will make things easier. But we're also making sure that we're taking an approach where we're going to try to keep videos to, about the 10-minute mark. So the videos should be more laser focused. They should have more defined topics. They shouldn't be me just rambling, with the exception of this video where there's been a lot of me just talking. it's going to be a whole new approach from us. We're going to look to improve upon what we've done the first 2 seasons, and I think hopefully you can see from the new graphics, if you've seen us before that are here, definitely already rolling out some new things, and going to look to continue to improve as the season goes on. So that in a nutshell is it. Essentially a new home for the Lions Grid, going to be hosting everything here through YouTube moving forward. Going to be having a new approach to our programming. There'll be different types of episodes, and you'll have some different topics to check out. Again, the primary focus is going to be on the Detroit Lions, taking a look at them as they kick off this 2019 season. Of course, the NFL season getting underway today with the Denver Broncos taking on the Atlanta Falcons in the Hall of Fame game. But we'll have some content definitely here in the preseason as we progress towards the regular season. And then, of course, once it's kickoff for the regular season, it's business as usual. So, you can expect to be seeing more of my face here on YouTube. If you enjoyed the show, or if you're interested in seeing what further content we'll have, please, 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 please smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Again, we have a goal of reaching 100 subscribers before we can get our custom URL. So that's goal number one. After we get that accomplished, there may be some other goals that pop up in terms of viewership and things like that. But goal number one is just to reach those 100 subscribers. So again, if you appreciated the show and want to help the channel grow, go ahead, like, subscribe. You can also ring the bell to make sure that you're getting kept up to date when videos and live streams are coming out. But just want to thank you for tuning in. This is the first housekeeping episode of the Lions Grid. We'll look to have Joe here moving forward as we dive into some more interesting topics. But again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll be seeing you around. Bye-bye.